If someone were to start a coaching business from zero, absolute zero, all the way up to $1 million, and they filmed and documented everything they did along that journey, what would that do for you? Well, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. My name is Matt. I've created 2 coaching offers that have each surpassed $1 million a year. One a music coaching offer and one a BizOp offer for music teachers. And what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna do it a 3rd time to prove that it's not luck and that this is something repeatable. And as long as you follow the process, you can turn anything into a coaching offer. So to make this more realistic, I've added a couple of rules to this challenge. Rule number 1, I'm not allowed to use more than $10,000 in starting capital. In case people are thinking, oh, you have all this money, you can easily just get something launched, you can pay for it. I'm limiting myself to just $10,000 in starting capital for this challenge. Number 2, I'm not allowed to use any pre-existing audiences, email lists, or anything like that. All my audiences for this new offer I have to create completely from scratch. And rule number 3, no joint ventures, no reaching out to other influencers in whatever niche I'm gonna choose. I have to create my audience completely from scratch or build my mailing list completely from scratch from my own advertising. So essentially, since we're starting from scratch, what I'm gonna do is outline pretty much a roadmap of what needs to be accomplished in order to take a coaching business from just becoming an idea to an actual sustainable coaching business that's making at least $1 million a year. So I'm gonna create a little bit of a battle plan here. So I'm gonna say new coaching business plan. So first thing then must be figured out is obviously niche, messaging, what I'm offering. Phase number 2, audience building. You have to have an audience to be able to sell something, right? So we're gonna create a new audience from scratch. And I'm gonna show how I'm gonna grow that as quickly as humanly possible. Phase 3 is gonna be all about launching my beta package. 4 is gonna be about creating the evergreen coaching program. Phase 5 is all gonna be about tech setup. Phase 6 is gonna be all about traffic advertising. And then hopefully by the end of it is scaling and team creation. Cool. So what am I gonna build a coaching business off of? So I moved to Las Vegas about 1.5 years ago. Absolutely love living here. And something Vegas is known for is, gambling. I've been playing a lot of poker since I moved here. And it's something that I'm very passionate about. It's something that I'm excited about. And it's something that you can actually make some money doing it if you're actually good and you know how to actually play properly with proper strategy. So it took me a lot of trial and error. I invested in a lot of courses as well. And it's something that I've got passionate enough where I'm actually willing to start a business around it. And it's something where as long as you know what you're doing, you're playing with good strategy and you're not playing recklessly, you can actually make good money doing it. So that is the niche I'm going to go with, is poker education. So you can make a coaching offer of about literally anything. What problem I'm going to solve is a big part of the messaging, because a big part of the messaging needs to be like, what problem do you solve? Target audience, like customer avatar, old ways versus new ways that I teach in my program. I'm very big on polarizing messaging. It's one of the most effective ways you can do your messaging. So a problem you solve, target audience, old way versus new ways, but we're really not going to know for sure what problem there is to solve or who our target audience is until we start building an audience and doing a little bit of market research and finding out what people want. And we'll definitely do some market research as well in this series. And I would show you, if I were coaching you on your own offer, how to do this market research so that you can build an effective program message. But what I'm gonna start with first is audience building. So we have the niche, at least we know it's poker or Texas Hold'em. I should be more specific. So what I'm gonna start with is audience building. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of research and see what other poker content creators are doing that are effective. So when it comes to audience building, we really want to model people who are already successful in your niche. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to YouTube and I'm just gonna search for poker. And let's see, okay, we got Daniel Negreanu, of course. He is one of the greatest poker players of all time. So let's just kind of create a list of people who are already doing this. We got Daniel Negreanu. and he's doing some vlogs, it looks like, but it looks like he's posting like a lot of gameplay footage. Let's skip through the ad.
For your words,
I would bet that I won't be the player with the most buy-ins in this tournament. Yeah. Ran into a little bit.
Okay, so he's doing some vlogging. It looks like.
Now I was actually thinking about moving on and turning my hand into a bluff.
And he looks like he's doing some like gameplay footage as well, because I know he does a bunch of like gameplay footage and that's popular. Okay, so he has some explanations like talking about poker ranges. He does like live streams where he plays and he talks through all of his decision making. That's really good. Obviously, like we want to see what works. And if this is popular, like pretty much all of these are the same video. And they're getting at least 1 million views on each of them. Obviously, this is working. So this is something we want to model. Like doing these live streams, gameplay, talking through your decision making is something we definitely are going to want to do for our own channel.
Hello, everybody.
Like it looks like he's doing like a hand breakdown here where he talks about his decision making. All right, so that's good ideas. So poker education, YouTube channel, content ideas. And we're not gonna just do YouTube. We're gonna put it on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Reels. We're gonna put it on every platform. So we're gonna say gameplay footage, live streams, hand breakdowns, tutorial videos. Yeah, let's see what else is out there. Daniel's only one channel. Okay, we got Wolfgang Poker here. I actually met him at the win in Las Vegas 2 days ago since I filmed this. But 1.68 million subscribers. This guy is doing pretty good. Let's see what his popular content is. So he won a high stakes poker tournament. Let's see.
After cashing out for the biggest actions on me in the small blind and before.
Yeah, so it's like footage of him playing in a huge tournament, and he has voiceovers pretty much giving commentary, talking about all the decisions that he's making. So that's good. I think we already have that. Gameplay footage, commentary on footage, decision making. See what his short form content is. Yeah, these are really popular in the poker niche. Or
properly go on in 3 easy steps. First, mentally commit yourself to a mediocre hand.
yeah, pretty much they make it entertaining. They have the graphics of how much everyone's betting, shows what cards he's playing with. And that would be really easy for short form content because each hand you play in poker can be its own reel. So that it's very easy to bust out content like this. Is just go play some poker, record what you're doing, come home, and you have probably 100 different reels that you can do. So that's definitely something we're gonna do. Yeah, it looks like he's a lot of the same, a lot of gameplay footage. Cool. So definitely something we're gonna model there. Let's see who else we got. Brad Owen, almost 1 million subscribers. And it looks like it's very similar, gameplay footage.
Welcome back to the Poker Vlog. This is episode number 170.
Yeah, Poker Vlog. He's playing at the Bellagio here, and he's pretty much talking through all of his hands, showing what his hand is, showing what the board is, how much is in the pot. And it's just explains everything he's doing. So absolutely. I forgot to, I'm just gonna make a list here of everyone we're gonna, this guy, Sethi Poker, he's blowing up 200,000 subscribers. And I already watch all these guys because this is a passion of mine, but he's really known for like comedic videos. He gets a lot of attention because he makes these cool comedy videos.
I don't believe you. All right, I call. I just have bottom pair. You win. Oh, that's crazy. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just a psychic. A what? Yeah, you know, I have special powers. I can read your mind. You cannot read my mind. Whoa, dude, I'm just okay.
All right, so like that's another idea for the channel content is comedy videos. That's definitely gonna get a lot of engagement, a lot of attention. So essentially, the name of the game here is to grow this audience as quickly as possible. And right now, short form content is what everyone is doing. And in terms of an algorithmic perspective, what we need to really boost the algorithm for short form content is we need quality footage. So, you know, we need good video quality, good audio quality. It really does make a big difference with social media. We need people to watch either the entire reel or even better, multiple times over. So I feel like these hand breakdown videos are really gonna do that because like people are gonna wanna watch it a few times to really understand it. And also the comedy videos, if people enjoy it, they might watch it again, right? So like if people are watching the entire reel or they're watching the same reel multiple times, that really boosts the algorithm. That's why you see a lot of people kind of hacking the algorithm on TikTok where like they loop the video and people don't realize it's a loop and they've watched it 3 or 4 times by the time they realize it. And they're doing that on purpose because the content creators are trying to hack the algorithm there for sure. And we want content that people can easily engage with. So comedy videos, super easy to get engagement on that. And also the hand breakdown videos, we can create some engagement where we ask like, how would you have done this differently? Did I make a mistake here? Did I bet too small? Did I overbet? What would you have done differently? Because I know a lot of poker players really like to kind of give their input of like, oh, I would have done this, I would have done this. So if we really probe that, we can create a lot of engagement for our reel super quickly and get this audience growing as soon as possible. We're going to be really strategic with this content creation. Cool. So just a little bit of a game plan. So like what we're going to do first is we're going to put out daily content on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. And we're just going to crank out the daily content. We're going to take imperfect action. We're not even going to worry about putting a course or coaching program together right now. We're just going to build the audience and we're going to build some trust. Because I'm a hobbyist. I haven't made a crazy amount of money playing poker. So like I can't really market my results yet. So the way I'm going to build trust is by just putting out as much value as possible. So that's kind of a lesson. Even if you don't have crazy good results yet, you can still build people's trust by just giving out value, right? And what we're going to do next is we're going to create a lead magnet. And this is probably just going to be like a free PDF guide, something simple. And what we're going to do is we're going to funnel our social media viewers into email list subscribers. So what we're going to do is we're going to have call to actions and links in all the social descriptions and bios and everything to download this free guide, because like a social media viewer is one thing, but if they actually become a lead who you can send emails to and call them and text them and remarket to them, that's when you actually have a business. So, and that's going to be extremely helpful when we launch. So we're going to create a lead magnet, collect emails, build up mailing list. And then once we have a good mailing list, what we're going to do next is we are going to do a beta launch. And how we're going to do this is through a power presentation, aka a webinar. And we're going to pretty much invite people to a live presentation of everyone on the list. And these should all be super warm people because they watch our content. It's not like they're people who are cold because they just saw an ad one day. Like they've been watching our content, they enjoy it, they trust us with their email address. We're going to do a live webinar and then launch to the beta group. And then step 4, work with beta clients, get them results, and then build out evergreen product. And then step 5 is we're going to build out the evergreen sales process. So this will be the funnel, this will be the ads, this will be the evergreen presentation. Because it probably will be different from the launch because hopefully we'll have learned a few things between now and then, right? And then once we build that out, we're going to build a team and start delegating. Cool. That's a pretty solid plan right here. So I'm putting this in the perspective of like, I don't have a lot of starting capital, so I'm going to go the organic route to build my first audience. I'm not going to leverage my existing audiences or email lists. I mean, it doesn't matter. They're in completely different niches. They probably don't care about poker. And I'm not going to rely on any joint ventures or other people's audiences. I'm going to really challenge myself and just build an audience from scratch and in a completely different niche, completely different industry. Because I just want to prove that anyone can do it. I mean, it's not... successful business owners, they're not magicians, they're not lucky. I mean, it's a repeatable process, and the point of this series is to kind of prove that. All right. So what I'm going to do next is let's create the YouTube channel. So I'm going to go to my YouTube homepage right here and view all channels, create a channel. There we go. Cool. So I'm going to name this channel Poker Brock. That's part of my last name. I think that's easy to remember. Kind of rolls off the tongue nicely with the K consonant, Poker Brock. Awesome, we created the channel. So what we'll do now is let's optimize the channel. So we need a profile picture, we need a banner image, and these days we got AI, so it's super easy to create these things, takes 2 seconds. So obviously I was experimenting with this a little bit before I started filming. So created a logo for a YouTube channel around poker tutorials called Poker Brock. Boom, give me a logo. You know, I'm not going to think too hard about this. I mean, success loves speed, right? So logo's good enough. Honestly, logos don't really matter that much. It's the least important thing about your business. So I'm just going to go with it and be happy with it. Oh, that looks pretty good. Now I'm going to say, create a YouTube banner to go with this logo. All right, again, not gonna think too hard about it. We're just knocking this out. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna make sure the settings are correct. So currency, US dollar, channel, I'm gonna set our country, United States. Now I'm gonna put keywords. This is super important. We want to tell the YouTube algorithm what our channel is about, so that way it has an easier time sending it out to the right people. Otherwise, it's guessing. So we're gonna say poker, Texas Hold'em, poker tutorials, and I'm gonna have ChatGPT help me with the rest. And I'm just gonna screenshot this. Help me come up with more channel keywords. This is a poker Texas Hold'em tutorial channel. There we go. Thank God we have AI, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna copy and paste. One more character left. So let's save. Cool. Advanced settings. That's all fine. Upload defaults. Once we have our lead magnet, we'll put the link to that there. We don't have it yet. We're going to hold off on the lead magnet. We're just going to focus on getting content out there, getting the algorithm warmed up, just building that momentum, and then we can add the lead magnet later. Well, for now, let's not worry about this. All right, this is good. Cool. So in terms of filming poker, what I did is I bought these cool glasses here. These are actually the Meta smart glasses. They're the Meta AI glasses. Really cool. And it comes with a filming feature where you just push a button on the side and it films everything you see. And that's how I will create some poker content. So people wear sunglasses when they normally play poker to kind of mask some of their tells. Part of the strategy, and it just looks natural, and I'll just put them on, hit record, and play some poker during my free time, and then I'll come back and edit some of that content. All right, but that's gonna be it for this video. I think that's a good place to stop. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna play some play some poker, gonna record some hands, and what I'll do is I'll come back, and then what we'll do is we'll edit the content. We'll make it as engaging as possible, upload them, schedule them, and then hopefully within 30 days, we've grown some kind of a following and we can start promoting a lead magnet and building up an email list and getting ready for a program launch. Hope you like this video, and if you have your own coaching program or you're an idea for a coaching program and you want help with that, click the link in the description. We have a free presentation for you, free VSL, show you how we can help you, what we do. And if you want to become a client, feel free to. If not, that's cool too. I'll see you in the next video.